Hey guys, Broheen here from the Gamer Emporium channel, coming back to another session of raiding. We're in T2 here. This is Eggtenders. The achievement is called Egg Drop. Basically, this fight really is not that hard. It's kind of a loot pinata. Basically, what it consists of is everybody stacking in the middle, and what we're looking at here is one of 5 Eggtenders. If you kind of see that little box on the right-hand side of my screen that says Phase 1, that shows all of the Eggtenders that need to get down before this is over. So there's 5 of them. Each one comes up one at a time. There is a pool of bile that gets dropped in the middle. You can kind of see over on the right hand side above the target portrait that I have, where Bile Faucet was counting down. You can see the pool of bile there. You don't want to stand in that. It'll dot on you and it'll tick, and it ticks freaking hard. So you don't want to stand in that or you will die. Basically, the stack point is our arrow here. It's kind of a suggestion. You don't need to stack, but you want to be in that certain area. The perk about stacking, though, is when pool of bile drops down on somebody, it'll drop down on the raid, and then the raid just moves over a little bit, just like you saw there, and you get out of it and keep on DPSing. So the way that what the tank has to do is just run around in a circle or move around in a circle by the actual egg tender and just avoid that bile faucet. Otherwise, it's just tank and spank, and one healer needs to be over there to make sure the tank stays up. There's little to no raid damage in this fight, so you only need one chloro healer or one Puri, really. Chloro is ideal because you can get splash heals off everything else, but basically what you're seeing here is every now and then eggs will come up. There will be 3 of them. You just DPS the eggs down before that big meter in the middle of the screen gets full. If you don't, those big spiders that you saw a little bit of there will actually come out and wipe the raid. So DPS all 3 eggs down. When the eggs come up, you actually want to move back into the center and just kind of rotate and then move out of the pool of bile. But for the most part, it's tank and spank. As long as your tank can live and your healer can heal the tank, basically the raid just stays out of the pool of bile and you attack and kill. 30 meters is the key. This fight actually did get me to download rangefinder. I'm going to touch on Bile Faucet again. Bile Faucet is that attack that it does when it spews its puke in a circle and tries to get the tank with it. That ranges out to be about 30 meters. So if you're within 30 meters and that points towards you at all, you will get hit and you will get one shot. So we're down in some eggs again, and it's gonna be about 3 more minutes on the video, so I'm gonna let this play out a little bit and just kind of be like whatever here, showing you guys what to do, and then we'll show you some loot at the end. So it's times like this where I wish I could play music in my videos, but I can't because YouTube won't allow it for copyright reasons. So I'm sorry if it gets a little boring, but there's nothing I can really do. All those little ads that are running around out there, basically the tank just picks them up, drags them around. So other than that, that's all the mechanics to the fight. There is attacks that happen to the tank which don't really do anything, but there's not much else to it. I don't know how else to explain it, that this fight is just simple. We had a few people die in the raid, but shit happens. People die every day. So alright, well, you've seen this pretty much here, so I'm actually gonna cut and phase into the very last portion of the last egg tender, and then you guys can see the loot. So I'll be right back with you. Alright, so here we are again, guys, and we're pretty much looking at the last 45%, well now 30% of the last egg. On the last portion of the last egg tender where the 3 eggs in the middle come up, you can just more or less ignore them if you have the DPS and just burn down that last or 5th egg tender and go right from there. We slayed the egg tenders, yay! And oh, I forgot one thing. to initiate this fight, you have to attack the middle egg with one of the harpoons that's around the map, but that's small details. I'm sure you guys can figure that one out. So here's the loot. Check it out. We got this pulsing heartstone and then a crawler silk cord, which I think drops every friggin' time we've been in here. So, but thanks again for watching, guys.